Okay, good morning. Welcome back to Lecture on Samadhi. And actually, I would like to do a prayer at the first beginning, as always. Let's sit upright, place our palms together, and concentrate on the prayer below. We take refuge with our calm mental body. We take refuge with Shakyamuni Buddha. We take refuge with all the triple jewel of the 10 directions and the 3 periods of time. Verse for near future, that surpass profound and wonderful Dharma in hundreds of millions of years is difficult to encounter. When I see and hear it, receive and behold it, and without you fathom the Tathagata's true meaning, and without you practice the Tathagata's true way, and without you attain the Tathagata's true state, without we can spontaneously express the Buddha's understanding, Buddha's view, Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's merit and virtue, Buddha's capability and Buddha's state through our actions, speech, and thoughts. We also vow that all living beings can enter into the Buddha's understanding, Buddha's view, Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's merit and virtue, Buddha's capability and Buddha's state owing to us. All right, and today is a review. It's a review day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sentences, and there is the something need to be discussed. Be identified with, and the very direct identify with, be identified with, it means, it means, something as, the thing A, or the somebody A has a close relationship with B, be connected, closely connected with B. And I think here, maybe the inner relationship is about the about the connection, special connection. And I also have other opinion on it. Identify with, it is in this way. Identify somebody with something. It means to consider somebody to be something. To consider somebody. This is the direct paraphrasing, direct definition of this. Within this sentence. Let me have a look. Let us have a look. We are completely identified with our egoic identities. So here, be identified with. So here we, because just consider us, consider ourselves as our egoic identities. So, egoic identities such as your name, your shape, your appearance, such as this, actually we are not, because all the egoic identities varies all the time. So here I think, identify something with something is better. It means consider something to be something. That is to say, and that is to say in this way. And we equals our egoic identities equals. So that's it. We are normally speaking, generally speaking, we are treated as our egoic identities. So in that way, in this meaning, consider identity something with something. So have a look at the example. He was not the tough guy. He was not the tough guy. So which kind of tough guy? The public identified him with. So actually this one is, he was not the tough guy the public identified him with. And the original And the normal order of this sentence is the public identify him with the tough guy. So the public, is the people identify him with the tough guy. So that's it. So that's the that's the example within the Oxford, the 10th edition. And here our sentence just the passive form, passive form be identified with, because we are not we just considered in this way by others, by the people, by the public. So we are identified with. So that's my opinion. Maybe in this way is better. So how do you think of it, Daisy? And Alice also has come, right?
Hello. Good morning.
Hi.
I totally agree with you.
Okay. So how about your opinion, Alice?
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, in it. I think that it's equal to.
So consider one. Consider something. Consider something with something. It means or identify something with something. It means to consider something to be. To be. So and here we are completely identified with. It means we are considered to be. We are considered to be our egoic identities, such as your ID, your identification, the name and the photo on the card, such as this, the egoic identities, and other egoic identities such as your DNA and your form, your appearance in that way. So that's it. Actually, we are not. We are the true self. Okay, so that's the question we just to discuss further today. And there are two. There is another grammatic issue about the signal and plural about crisis. Just pay attention to it, and just one little difference. CRISIS and CRISES. Just one little different. And but the pronunciation is Y and the other is E. So I will remove it. Just keep them in mind. So I think time for us to recite the whole paragraph, okay, sentence by sentence, to review what we've learned during the past several days. Okay, listen to the whole paragraph carefully.
From the other in order to be. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Yeah, okay. And time for us to read them through. Daisy, you first, okay?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature. Thank you.
Yes. So, would you like to read this word again?
Hubris. Hubris.
I think we need to, weaken this one. Hubris, right? Let's double check. I'm not sure. Hubris. Okay, I made a mistake. Yeah, hubris. You're right. Hubris. Yeah, in the half open mouth way. Okay, thank you so much. And thank you. Yeah, just prepare to recite the whole paragraph. Okay, and it's your time, Alice.
Yes, okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Wow.
We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Yes, exactly. Yes, thank you so much. Especially we don't know who we are. Yeah, you did it so well. Yeah, proficiently. Yeah, so proficiency. Okay, and it's your time. Yeah, Jin, you please.
Okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. This external crisis in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identity, consumed by fears, and cut off from our true nature.
Yes, and pay attention to this one. Yeah, the past participle. Past participle, and we'll check it together. I think there is not a vowel after M. Okay, let's double check. Yeah, this way.
Consumed.
So have you found the difference? Consume. Yeah, keep silence on this later. Okay, keep silent. Keep silent.
Consumed.
Yeah, consumed. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much for your attention. Yeah, please get ready to recite all the sentences. Thank you. It's your time. Yeah, Joy. Hello, Joy. Are you still with us? Okay. Read them.
Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Wow. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Joy. Your time, Elva. Elva is here.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Read them, please.
Yeah, thank you. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Well, yeah, perfect. Pay attention to the strengths. And this one is completely, and this one maybe is egoic. Yeah, in that way. I hope hopefully you can find the difference, the stress place, the stress position. Now, yes, I think time for us to go through sentence by sentence.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. 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 In order to be. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yeah, from these two sentences, we know that this core sentence, this is a key sentence, and the few point is here. And the second sentence, you can treat it as the examples. Yeah, no hubris, no overreaching nature to create profit. These are the detailed examples to support this view. Okay, so these two sentences we can link them together to recite.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yeah, Daisy, please read them and recite them.
Okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yeah, recite it, please.
Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, amazing you are. Yes, thank you so much. Your time, Alice.
Yes, okay. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Okay, yeah, recite it, please.
Okay. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There is no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Wow, exactly. Thank you so much. Your time, Jim. Read it first. Read them first.
Yes, okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yeah, recite it, please.
Okay. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
To what?
To create profit.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, your time, Joy.
Okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Okay. Yeah, recite it, please.
Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, your time, Elva.
Yes, thank you. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Okay, recite them, please.
Yes, thank you. Without the ego, there is no war. There is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Yes, perfect. Double check the intonation, okay?
Without the ego, there's no war against anything.
There is no war against anything. I don't know. Yeah, there's no war against anything. Yeah, I think here is a bit different from us. Okay, I'll try it. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There's no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit.
Okay, there is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. Hubris, yeah, a bit reason up. Rising up, okay, rising up. I will try to recite it. Okay, without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. Now go ahead with the third sentence. This external crisis in our world, external crisis in our world reflects serious inner crisis. I don't know who we are. And so what's your opinion, Alice? So which kind of external crisis? So this external crisis refers to what?
I think that this external crisis mean war, terrorist war, hunger, disease, conflict between people and the nation, and pollution, this kind of things. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. I totally agree with you with that content. So how about your opinion, Daisy? So is there anything close to you, closely referred to you?
Okay, let me think.
You are thinking now? Okay.
Actually, I agree with Alice. That's what I thought in my mind. And then I have no other different answers. Sorry.
Yes, exactly. Okay, we will check crisis together. Okay, maybe CRIS together and find out something about the crisis issue here. Yeah, what is the crisis is born? Okay, so the crisis is born of the limited condition way in which we think. So we will find it. Not this slide, right? This slide, okay. This one. What's wrong with our approach? Yeah, the problem is that we do not understand the pull. Okay, we don't understand the human mind and power. So which is the crisis? Maybe what next? Okay, that's all for crisis issue. Maybe this one. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, something mentioned before. Okay. I still remember. Okay, here it is. Yeah. I still remember sounds to about the cancer issue. Cancer. CNC, yeah. Cancer. Okay. I believe that we win a war against cancer, hunger, terror, or any enemy that was created by our thinking and behavior. Yes. Okay. So I agree with you. Yeah, in this way, such as the cancer, hunger, terror, or any enemy, the fighting, the war against enemies. So, yeah, how do you think of it? About your opinion, Joy? I just ask, what does this external crisis refer to?
外在的危机。
Yeah, what does it refer to? 它这里的是一个指示的，就是一个是指示的，因为 this 是指示代词啊，或者是说它是一个限定词，限定，那就是说出现这个 this 之前是有所指的，然后我们就在讨论这个 crisis 是指哪一些 crisis， 是指前文所提到的哪个东西？
忘了前文说的什么东西了。
Okay, no worries. 就是像出现的这个 this, that 或者是 those, 还有 this 这些指示代词
都是自以为是的东西吧？那些前面。
对，它是来自于根源是来自于自以为是的东西，但是它是一个指示代词，我们就想知道这些 crisis 是指哪些 crisis 呢？就是这个问题。All right, never mind. I think you can. 就是刚才爱丽丝所说的，就是来自于什么恐怖袭击，还有一些抗战的癌症啊，或者是一些敌人呐，还有就类似于那些，还有一些恐怖的事情，就是指那些来自那些的危机。Okay, maybe yeah. So I will not ask you, ask both of your opinion, Alpha and Jing, because yeah. 这个是要只是对前文比较熟悉的。Okay, so we can stop here. Let's go ahead with this sentence.
Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. Without the ego, there's no war against anything. There's no hubris. There's no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yeah, Daisy, you first. Read it and then recite it.
Okay. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes. Recite it, please.
Okay, this external crisis in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, perfect. Your time, Alice.
Yeah. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Perfect. Yeah, recite it.
Okay. These external crises in our world reflect an inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, almost. Yeah, thank you. Your time, Joy, please.
Yes. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Okay, recite it.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Exactly. Okay, your time, Jing. You please.
Oh, yes, okay. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Oh, okay. Recite it, please.
Okay. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. It's your time, Elva.
Yes, thank you. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Recite it, please.
Yes. These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are.
Okay, perfect. I will recite it. This external crisis in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. Okay. Now the last sentence. Let's go for it directly.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Yeah, Daisy, you first.
Okay. I can recite it directly. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our own nature.
Yes. Our cut off from our. Okay, it's better. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Your time, Alice. Just direct to recite it.
Okay, yeah. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Yes, because from, yes, exactly. Your time, yeah, Jim, read it, please, and then recite it. The last.
Yes, okay. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Yes, recite it.
Okay. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Wow, good memory. Okay, your time, Joy. Hello, Joy. Not here. Get on mic. Okay. Okay.
We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, your time, Eva. Can you be direct to recite it? Eva.
We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fear, and are cut off from our nature, our true nature.
Yeah, yes, perfect. Yeah, true nature, 自信自信. Okay, so it's time for us to link them together. So Daisy, would you like to try? Yeah, read them through first. No worries.
Okay, since the time is limited, let me try to recite it directly. Okay, without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. These external crises in our world create a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Exactly. Okay, thank you. Your time. Okay, Alice.
Okay. Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit. These crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis. We don't know who we are. We are completely identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears, and are cut off from our true nature.
Wow, perfect. So can you try, Joy?
Yes, okay.
Okay, just do it.
Without the ego, there is no war against anything. There is anything. There is no hubris. There is no overreaching nature to create profit.
Mm-hmm.
These external crises in our world reflect a serious inner crisis.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who we are.
Yeah.
We are identified with our egoic identities, consumed by fears,